Coach, you've been doing this 26 years. You've been in a lot of these tournaments now. This is the 24th time. Do you still get the goosebumps, though, and you know, the anticipation, waiting to see North Carolina come up?
Well, I do, really, especially today when we were the 67th team that was announced, kind of thing. That was a little hairy. But, no, I get excited because it's a beginning. Regardless of what's happened so far, it's a beginning, and we have a chance to play better, and that's really what I look forward to. And the NCAA tournament has been one of the most exciting things I've ever been involved in. I've been in a lot of them, but some of my favorite moments in my professional career is started right now.
How many times today during the broadcast did you say, okay, this is going to – no, it wasn't there. No, this is going to be us.
Yeah, it was you're guessing, to say the least. And after what happened last year, which I thought we really got a bad deal, you know, I was scared to death. And but it was nice to see that name North Carolina come up there. But I'm trying to say, okay, we're going to be a 4, we're going to be a 5, we're going to be a 6, we're going to be a 7, we're going to Spokane, we're going to San Antonio. Like you say, I was all over the cart.
It seemed like this year there was a lot more energy and excitement from the kids, both in the anticipation of the name and then once the name came up. Is that a good sign?
Well, I think it's a good sign. I think it was also the environment of the fact that we were the 67th team listed. When you sit there and you think everything's okay and you think everything's okay, but as late as we were announced, I think that had something to do with it. But we do have the youthful exuberance. And I think that that's something that was good, and we don't feel good about the way we played, and so hopefully that enthusiasm will translate into more work during practice for a couple of days.
What do you need the kids that have gone through it a couple of times, James Michael, Leslie, Marcus certainly last year, do you need them to help with the younger kids, or you know, to what is the NCAA tournament like, or does that fall just on you and your staff? Well,
more on our staff, because I want every individual kid to take care of himself and to be self-conscious of what he's supposed to be doing, be self-disciplined of what he's supposed to be doing to get prepared. But there's no question that Nate and Isaiah and Kennedy will have some questions, and I think Marcus, James, Michael, those guys will be able to answer those.
So you have at least 2 and maybe 3 days of practice in Chapel Hill before you head to Texas. What do you want to accomplish before you start heading towards the tournament?
Well, our last 4 games we haven't played as well as we wanted to play by any means. We won 2 of those. That was at Virginia Tech and Notre Dame at home, and then we lost at Duke, and we lost to a good Pittsburgh team. But our rebounding really struggled, particularly the last 2 games. Duke out-rebounded us by 14, and Pittsburgh outscored us on offensive rebounds 21-6. So we've got to do a better job on the backboards. We need to start running again. I mean, I don't think I've ever coached a team that scored 0 points on fast break. I don't think I've ever done that. Now, there may be one that I don't remember, but we've got to get back to where we're running the basketball. We've got to get back to rebounding, and we've got to have a tougher mindset.
Marcus, last year as a freshman, you got to play in 2 NCAA tournament games. What's different about playing in an NCAA tournament game?
I mean, just the overall, energy of the game. The stakes are raised, obviously, because no one wants their season to end. So there's just an intensity level that isn't matched anywhere else in the season.
Now, you've played some teams that we haven't played all year. Do you do more homework on these teams during the week, or you just wait on what the coaches will tell you in the scouting plan?
Yeah, I mean, I like to try to watch a little bit and just get a feel for how they play. The scouting report is great that the coaches give us, but personally I like to see a little bit more of that, so I'll watch a little bit. But at the end of the day, the coaches do a great job preparing us, and they should have us ready to go.
You seemed a little banged up in Greensboro over the weekend. The thumb, took a shot to the knee. How are you, and how will you prepare this week to get ready for Friday?
I'm getting better. I should be good to go by Friday. The extra day, not having to play Thursday and getting to play Friday will be good. Get an extra day to get my legs back and, kind of work out that quad and make sure that everything's going all right. The thumb is fine, so I should be all right.
And last year you were a freshman point guard getting ready to play in the NCAA tournament. Do you have any advice for Nate or some of the younger guys, their first experience in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I'll hang around them this whole week and try to keep them comfortable and have them ready to go, because I remember I didn't really have someone to do that for me last year, and but now that I've been through it, I understand the media sessions, the open practice, and just the overall waiting and preparation for the game. So I'll try to give them some pointers as the week goes on.
You're one of the guys that's sort of a student of the game. You like the history of the game. I can tell. Is this the most exciting part of the season right now? This seems like a lot of fun for you.
Oh, definitely. You get to watch the one shining moment videos and see a little bit of the history, and you want to be a part of that. So it's definitely the most fun. The stakes are raised, emotions are high, and this is where people leave their legacies and teams leave their legacies and get remembered forever.
Does that go through your mind when you're watching the one shining moment? Like maybe someday, 5-10 years from now, that'd be a clip of you in there.
Yeah, I mean it'd be great to just have a team that makes a deep run and be a part of that. That everyone will remember years from now to make history, because we're definitely capable. We just gotta hit the practice court hard this week and see what happens.
I'm just thankful to God for the opportunity to play again. Especially after our last outing. Just thankful to be able to go out, especially in San Antonio. Versus any other place. We're just excited to go out there and play against a great team.
Back in January when we started 1-4 in the ACC, were you worried that this day might not happen?
At that time, the NCAA Tournament was honestly probably the last thing on our mind. We were just really concerned about our team. So just to be able to accomplish what we were able to do, especially with a lot of people, saying, that the team wasn't going to probably make the tournament. A lot of naysayers, but, the coaching staff obviously believed in us and we believed in ourselves. So.
Now you've gone through this twice already. You played 4 games 2 years ago as a freshman, and then a couple games last year. What advice can you give the new guys, newcomers, playing in the NCAA tournament? What's different about playing in the NCAA tournament?
Just the overall atmosphere is probably the biggest thing that's different. But any advice I give the freshmen or even myself is, enjoy the experience, but more importantly, enjoy the 40 minutes that you're out there on the court, because it might be the last time. And, obviously you don't want it to be. So I think that definitely just helps, when you're preparing and just taking the whole experience in.
What's this week like to learn from the Pitt game and get better? What do you have to get better at before we play Providence on Friday?
Just realize that, we did have a tournament situation where we lost and we went home. And, we didn't really show up ready to play for 40 minutes. We did some good things, but, we dug a hole and, we weren't able to come back. And that sent us home, sent us packing. So I think that'll give us, a little extra, time, obviously, to prepare. But, just like all the other teams in the tournament, it's when to go home. So we just got to be ready to play. And we know that we're capable of beating anybody when we play to our capability.